Spoiler warning, these are my personal opinions, and if anything on this list is trash tier for you, please let me know in the comments down below. And give me your top 5. Now back to the video.
The Xbox. Microsoft's first foray into the console gaming market was released in North America on November 15, 2001. With its sleek black design and powerful hardware, the Xbox quickly became a fan favorite among gamers. It boasted an impressive lineup of exclusive titles, including the critically acclaimed Halo Combat Evolved, which helped establish the Xbox as a major player in the gaming industry. The Xbox also introduced new features such as online gaming, a built-in hard drive, and support for high-definition graphics, at least for the time. For many gamers, the Xbox was a defining console of the early 2000s, offering countless hours of entertainment and an unforgettable gaming experience. This is it. This is the console I grew up on. The OG Xbox has every perfect childhood memory for me. Split-screen co-op, online multiplayer, the ridiculous library of banner titles. I could have easily made this a top 10 video. Either it be a first-person shooter, a choice-driven RPG, or an epic action-adventure. And don't even get me started on LAN parties. That is... Ladies and gentlemen, these are my top 5 Xbox titles.
Product not yet rated.
Darkness is heavy.
Hold your fire! It's Has Team 2! This all started when some large creature attacked us.
Creature? That was a goddamn alien.
These mutants have been attacking us in waves, and it's getting worse. Get ready. Here they come again. Stay close.
Repeat. We could use some assistance.
Area 51 is a first-person shooter developed by Midway. It was released in 2005. The game takes place in and around the infamous Area 51 military base, where the player takes on the role of Ethan Cole, a special forces operative tasked with investigating a viral outbreak that has occurred in the facility. This was my first jump into the sci-fi horror genre, which is laughable considering today's 12-year-olds play FNAF just as commonly as they do Minecraft. With the limiting control scheme, blacked out tactical environment, and the most notably the horde of alien zombies, made this the nightly terror of my '06 summer. Speaking of which, one of the most notable features of Area 51 is the gameplay mechanics. The game allows players to switch between different modes of play, including standard first-person shooter action, a cover-based system, and an alien transformation mode, which allows a player to gain access to unique abilities and powers. The combination of these different modes makes for a varied and exciting gameplay experience that keeps the players engaged and on their toes. The alien form was, and still is, a huge left turn in the plot of the game, and the gameplay reflects that, becoming this mutated behemoth. In addition to its unique gameplay mechanics, Area 51 also features a compelling storyline with immersive atmosphere. The game's setting is richly detailed, with numerous hidden secrets and Easter eggs that the player can discover as they explore the game's many levels. The game's audio and visual design is also noteworthy, with impressive sound effects and music to help create a sense of tension and urgency throughout the game. Despite receiving mixed reviews upon its initial release, Area 51 has since developed a cult following among fans, including myself. Whether you're a fan of sci-fi horror or just first-person shooters in general, Area 51 is definitely a game worth checking out.
Backup unavailable. You have a green light to engage. Roger that. Hold here. Yes, sir. squad, execute door breach. Yes, sir. On our way. Commencing door breach maneuver. Keep me covered. Roger that. Stand back. Fire in the hole!
Republic Commando is a tactical first-person shooter developed and published by LucasArts in 2005. The game takes place during the Clone Wars and follows the story of Delta Squad, a team of elite clone troopers. The player takes on the role of RC-1138, also known as Boss, the leader of Delta Squad, and is tasked with completing various missions for the Republic. This was the FPS that divided the schoolyard. You either loved it or hated it for not being Halo. At the time, first-person shooters were growing exponentially. Most failed for not following the Halo formula, but Commando is honestly way better for it. The tactical commands, the 3 standard weapons, and the story makes the game richer. Rainbow Six may have pioneered this style of shooter, but Commando made it Star Wars.
Incoming! Multiple heavy hostiles! Hold back! I'm in! No! Delta down! Enemy terminated. Proceed to next sector.
Republic Commando's tactical gameplay requires players to plan and execute their missions carefully, utilizing their squad mates' unique abilities and positioning them to take down enemies and complete objectives. The game's AI was so amazing for the time that squad mates would react to the player's commands and provide assistance throughout the game. In addition to its tactical gameplay, Republic Commando also features a perspective unseen in theaters. The game's setting is richly detailed with numerous references to the Star Wars universe and iconic characters that the players will encounter throughout the game. The game's audio and visual design is also noteworthy, with impressive sound effects and music that makes it Star Wars. Upon its release, Republic Commando received positive review from critics, who praised it for tactical gameplay, immersive atmosphere, and engaging storyline. The game also developed a loyal fan following, who appreciates the game's unique approach to the Star Wars universe and its memorable cast of characters. Whether you're a fan of tactical shooters or just the Star Wars franchise in general, Republic Commando won't disappoint. Ninja Gaiden is a fast-paced action RPG developed by Team Ninja, you know, the guys behind Bayonetta. Hello? Oh, then what games did they— Oh my god!
お日様が気持ちいいな
And was released in 2004. The game follows the story of Ryu Hayabusa, a skilled ninja who sets out to avenge his clan after they are massacred and evil forces set for world domination. This is a title that you either heard of or obsessed over. Taking an 8-bit era IP and transforming it into this genuine piece of digital art is beyond a miracle. The story is rich with detail and lore, the main character has legitimate motivation, and the open world has so much to offer both aesthetically and with puzzles, platforms, and of course combat. Speaking of which, Ninja Gaiden's combat is one of the most notable features. With a deep and complex combat system, the players are allowed to execute a variety of moves, combos, and special attacks. Players can also use Ryu's Ninpu abilities, kind of like magic, to at least devastating attacks that can turn the tide of battle in their favor. In addition to everything I just said, Ninja Gaiden also boasts impressive visuals and high level of difficulty. The game's environments are so richly detailed with vibrant colors and intricate designs that help create this sense of immersion. The game has also a punishing difficulty level for New Game Plus, with challenging enemies, bosses that will even test the most skilled players. Ninja Gaiden is still today a beloved classic among fans, and remains a must-play title for anyone looking for a challenging and rewarding gaming experience. Whether you're a longtime fan of the series or a newcomer to the world of Ninja Gaiden, this game is definitely worth checking out. It is like the gold standard.
ran from them, they followed. We thought they'd never find us. We were wrong.
I will continue my campaign against the humans.
No enemy has ever withstood our might.
Chief, we're running out of time.
I need a weapon.
There are things about Halo even the Hierarchs do not understand.
Halo 2 is a first-person shooter developed by Bungie Studios and released in 2004. The game takes place in the 26th century and follows the Master Chief, a super soldier, as he fights against the alien alliance known as the Covenant.
Here we are, the title that made Xbox Live. Never before did we see the massive migration to online multiplayer, alongside with the undoubtedly best game soundtrack of the whole console generation. The game also features a parallel story following the Covenant leader, the Arbiter. Bungie allowed us to see the complex narrative in a new light. We saw the Covenant more than just evil aliens.
One of the most notable features of Halo 2 is the refined gameplay mechanics. The game builds upon the already focused formula established in Halo Combat Evolved, featuring improved artificial intelligence, graphics, and sound design. Additionally, the game introduced a new gameplay mechanics such as the ability to dual-wield weapons, hijack enemy vehicles, and new enemy types such as the Brutes. In addition to its engaging gameplay mechanics, Halo 2 also features captivating storyline and immersive atmosphere. The game's campaign takes the player on a journey through various environments, ranging from sprawling cityscapes to ancient Forerunner ruins. The game's audio and visual design are also legendary, with iconic soundtrack composed by Martin O'Donnell and Michael Salvatore. I hope I pronounced those names right. I do apologize if I did not. Upon its release, Halo 2 was met with critical acclaim, with many praising everything the title had to offer. The game also had a significant impact on the video game industry, helping establish the fledgling Xbox console as a serious competitor to other consoles at the time. With its enduring appeal, Halo 2 has continued to be enjoyed by fans and first-person shooter gamers alike. Overall, Halo 2 is a must-play game for everyone. Its refined gameplay mechanics and immersive atmosphere are sure to keep players engaged and entertained for hours on end. Whether you're a seasoned Halo veteran or a newcomer to the franchise, Halo 2 is definitely a game worth checking out. As always, before I slap a my number one on the screen, I need to address some honorable mentions. Many Dreamcast fans would agree that the original Xbox was, spiritually speaking, the Dreamcast 2, taking through its full support behind Microsoft's fledgling console after its own had failed. And of the many great Sega titles that end up on the Xbox, Jet Set Radio Future was arguably the most memorable. The stylistic inline skating action was unlike anything else on this or any console at the time, and at one point, it was even a packing game with the Xbox. Jet Set Radio Future was so unique it was never really imitated, though it does seem to be a clear influence on Insomniac's 2014 Xbox One classic, Sunset Overdrive. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, an exclusive Xbox RPG from the PC RPG Masters at BioWare. It was not only the greatest role-playing game on the Xbox, but one of the greatest RPGs of all time. BioWare's masterpiece spun an epic Star Wars tale set 4,000 years before the original film trilogy, and brought with it memorable characters like HK-47, as well as, crucially, a morality system that allowed you to be the most noble Jedi that you could be, or the most monstrous, double-crossing dark side menace. Combat Evolved birthed a universe that millions of gamers remain emotionally invested into this day, with characters we still adore. Multiplayer, the likes of which home consoles never had seen before, and it brought LAN parties into the console space as well. Its influence is still felt today, and deservedly so.
You've received a new quest card.
Fable is an action RPG developed by Lionhead Studios and published in 2004. The game takes place in a fictional world of Albion, where the player assumes the role of a young hero who must navigate the dangers of the world and fulfill their destiny. Yes, my favorite all-time game is Fable, the morality-driven plot RPG that everyone dunks on. I have made a fuller deep dive review of this game, linked down below by the way. But TLDR, this was the game that helped me survive childhood depression. Its world is beautiful and warm. The townsfolk praising and cheering you when you walked by gave me a sense of belonging. Besides, one of the most noble features of Fable is its morality system, which allows players to make choices that affect the game's story and the way NPCs interact with them. Players can choose to be a virtuous hero or a malevolent villain, and their actions and decisions will shape the world around them. In addition to its morality system, Fable also features a dynamic world that changes based on the player's choices and actions. The game's graphics and art style is also noteworthy, with colorful and whimsical aesthetic that adds on to the game's charm and atmosphere. Fable was well received upon its release, praised for its innovative gameplay mechanics and engaging storyline. The game has since spawned multiple sequels and spin-offs, cementing its place as a beloved classic in the action role-playing genre.
Whether you're a fan of action games or RPGs, Fable is the game that is sure to delight. Its immersive world, unique morality system, and engaging gameplay make it a must-play for anyone with the OG Xbox. Alright guys, that'll be it for today. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know down below, what are your top 5 or even top 10 Xbox game titles? Like, did you own an OG Xbox? Do you still have one? I think my dad still has ours from back in the day. Though we had like 3 of them, and like 2 of them were chipped, or one had like a chip, and another one that was like the software mod, and we had all kinds of like bootleg games from back in the day. Like, I had access to everything, and I only played like maybe 5 games out of it because those, these are my favorite games. Also, one thing I want to address, at least for the time of recording, this video is pretty much like a week or 2 late. Unfortunately, life gets in the way. I do apologize for that, and I don't mean to make that as an excuse, because I want to keep a good rapport with you guys, with the audience, and I want you guys to be able to go, oh man, we should be getting a new so-and-so video, not just an episode from the latest miniseries, but one of the side projects that I'm doing by myself. And I do apologize that I kind of dropped the ball on this one, like where there was this awesome momentum going with the first 2, my top 5 game titles, blah blah blah, and it just kind of just dropped off. So unfortunately, that's how it works, but I'm hoping with this video we can get it back going again. Let's get the momentum back. I would love to hit 100 subscribers. I know, crazy goals here. I hope to get 100 subscribers before the end of June. Can we please make that happen? 100 subscribers before July 1st, 2023. I can only do so much if you guys can just comment, like, share the video, show people what I am doing, what I can do, and I just want to make content for you guys. I just want to make stuff that not only I enjoy but you enjoy. So please, let's hit that goal, 100 subscribers before July 1st, 2020. As always, guys, I love you all. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next one.